Hello guys, so this is my new video. After a long time we have been talking, so let's get started. So I will be starting solving lead code problems for interviews because I get many requests I'm facing many difficulties in solving lead code for interviews and many other things like that, like interviewing or system design questions and things. So I will be starting with the all new series called as technical interviews, in which we will be having lead code questions and hacker rank questions and system design questions and things like that. So for today the first question is to sum. So just let me read the question and we will get started to solve the question. So given an array of integers return indices of two numbers such that they add up to a specific target, you may assume that each input will have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. So what does the question means? So it means that there is an array which has all the integers value and a target is given. So we need to get two elements like that which add up to get the target and return its indice. So the question is, I think, pretty easy to understand. So let us start with the solution. So I will be starting with the basic brute force approach and then we will be moving ahead to build up a better solution. So as usual, first we will initialize a variable called I is equal to 0 and we'll be starting a for loop. So just let me explain what I will be doing and then we will start coding it. So I will be taking element 0 and 1 and then add that and check with the target. If they are same, then I will add it to the result set and move ahead, like then 0 1 0 2 0 3 and then 1 2 1 3, like that, because 0 1 is same as 1 0 since it's an addition operation. So now let's get started. And the question tells that we can assume that each input has exactly one solution. So that means once we found the solution, we can stop over there. So let's get started. So I will be using a while loop while I is equal to 0, let the num. Okay, and over here we will be having another variable which will be equal to I plus 1. So while j is less than length of nums. Okay, so now we'll be checking, like if nums of I plus nums of j is it equal to target. If they are equal to target, then we will be just returning the indexes, that is I comma j, and yeah, and here we will be incrementing the I counter and over here we will be incrementing the ith counter. Yeah, so else we suppose in case if we don't find a solution, we will just return -1 which indicates that there is no such solution which exists. So just let me run this code and yeah, it got accepted. So just let walk through a code once and we will be submitting it then. So here it will be 0 I initially, and I, since 0 is less than length of num, the condition comes out to be true. We will go inside the while loop, then j is initialized to 0 plus 1, that is 1, and over here it will be 1 is less than length of num, the condition comes out to be true. So okay, just let me write it down. So in the first case, the I was equal to 0. Oops. Yeah, sorry, I actually code in many languages, so I usually forget the comment. And yeah, and j will be equal to 1. So now it will be addition of nums of 0, yeah, and nums of 1. So that is equal to 2, that is equal to 2 plus 7, which is equal to 9. So in that case it will be returning 0 comma 1. So this way the entire code will execute, and now let us submit the code. So yeah, it's taking a while. I actually already submitted this question, yeah, but it tells the time limit get exceeded now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so 28 test cases are passed out of 29. So we can assume that our code runs perfectly, but it's just taking a lot of time. So we'll try to optimize it. So this will be a brute force approach, which did not work. Yeah. So now we will be using another approach. Well, as optimize approach. Yeah. So just let us think what we can do. So we think that we already know the target. So we can create an equation like x plus y is equal to 9. So what we need to find the value of x and y. But we know that x and y both are in the nums array itself, or they are not present. So we can do x is equal to 9 minus y for in that matter. And now we know that y is already in the set. We can just check once and we can get the value of x. So I know like it might be a little bit difficult to understand, but just, once we start it might be easy. So I'm just removing the brute force approach. Yeah, and I will be creating a hash map for this to store all the arrays. So I can actually use libraries to directly load the hash map and the array into an hash map, but I won't be doing that because I want to understand. So I will be writing a for loop. Yeah, in nums. So enumerate gives you the index and the value itself. Since we need to store both in the hash map, a value and the index, I will be using enumerate instead of just having a counter and then incrementing it. I will be using enumerate. So hash map of val is equal to index. Yeah. An array of integer return integer of two numbers such that they add up to a specific target. You may assume that each input will have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. It tells us that we cannot use the same element twice, but it does not tell us like whether each element may be present already, like are there duplication in the array or no. So we need to be aware of that. In case if there are any, we will just come back and modify the code. As of now, I assume that there are no. Once we submit the test case, then we can come to know. So I know the exact solution which is going to be submitted, but I am trying to move from a base solution to a like more optimized solution and more optimized solution. Yeah. So over here, we already know that. So for now, I will be writing a new loop in which we will be getting a solution. Yeah, nums. Okay. So yeah, now we need to do target minus val. This is the element which we want. Okay. So now we will be checking if temp in the hash map. If it is in hash map, then we are done, I think. Correct. Then we should return the IDX value and the hash map of temp. So this will give us the index. But wait, here there is a breakpoint. For example, the target is 4 and the element is 2, which comes up. So it will be 2 and 2 minus 2. Consider there is an element 4 in the target. So it will be 4 minus 2, which is 2. Like in the current conditions, if loop, there is no way to check if the same element is considered twice. So we will be just having one more condition like and IDX is not equal to hash map of temp. I mean, they are not the same thing. And we will be just returning -1, comma -1. And now let us try and run this code. It gets accepted. So we'll just submit it once. Yep. So our code is 78% faster. So now just get back over here. Yeah, the 78% sounds good, and our runtime is 48 milliseconds. So I think that's a good solution. So now let us think how we can optimize it further. If not, then we are done for this video. So for I will just walk through the code, and yeah, that's it for that. So over here now we are creating a hash map in which I will be storing all the values with along with their indexes. So the output of this will be like, oops, sorry, actually code in JavaScript also, so I usually forget. Yeah. So the hash map will be like this. So it will be 2 comma 0, 7 comma 1, 11 comma 2, and 15 comma 15 colon 3. So this will be a hash map, the output of the hash map, and now we are again running through a loop. So we will be starting with 2. So for example, consider start as just let me minimize this. Yeah, now consider start position as 2, start position 2. So the temp will be equal, initially the val is equal to 2, yeah, and temp is equal to target minus val, which is equal to, in our case target is 9 minus val is 2, which is equal to 7. Okay, and now it will check whether temp in hash map, like is 7 present in the hash map. Yes, it is present at the index 1. So it will check whether idx is in 0, idx is 0, so 0 is not equal to 1. At this condition 0 is not equal to 1, so this condition is true, and temp, that is 7 in hash map, is also true. So it will be just returning us the first index, that is 0. This is idx is equal to 0, so it will return that, and hash map of that is 1, so it will return this. So yeah, and our solution gets submitted. So I think this is fine enough. So in this is a totally new channel, and I think it will be helpful for many people. So that's it for today. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.